ass, so he called us pussy tigger. Fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a thrift flip outfit. So I got these jeans at a Salvation Army and they are pretty big on me, but I want to cut them into shorts. And I also found this little like top. I'm sure you were supposed to like button it down. It's just like a regular button down, but I thought it looked really cute as like an overshirt or like kind of cardigan type thing. I don't really know, but this is the outfit we're going to flip. So the first thing you need is a washable marker. So you want to use something washable because it needs to wash off. You're going to wear this. So I just found this at, I went to Michael's and I'm just marking right now where I think I want the length of my shorts to be. I like short shorts because it's summer and I like short shorts. So I'm cutting them pretty short. I'm also going to decide where I'm going to cut the top because I do want to have it kind of as like a crop top kind of thing. So I decided to just cut it right at my waist because I am going to end up hemming this, so I didn't want to take it too far up and make it look really weird. So it ended up turning out really cute where I hemmed it at anyway, so I just marked it on both sides and now we're going to get started. So I found these jeans for $5, a $5 holla, and I'm super excited about that. So you do need fabric scissors. They do recommend, or most people do recommend, using fabric scissors as opposed to regular like kitchen scissors. They just cut jeans and fabric a lot better. So these were actually like 13 bucks at Michael's, super expensive. So now I'm just cutting right where I put that line. I just cut one leg and then I'm going to fold the jeans in half like you would be folding the clothes and cut right underneath of that on the other side. Just to kind of make it easier on yourself, just fold it. Try not to, you know, do one at a time. It just makes it a lot simpler and the jeans are the same length and everything like that. Although they are going to be distressed, it doesn't really matter if they're like exactly perfect anyways, because as you can see there's a little bit of like overhang from the front of the jeans to the back of the jeans, so I don't really care. I don't really mind. So like I said, I'm just cutting this leg, and you can do this with any pair of jeans, you guys. If you have old jeans at home, or you know, if you want to go to a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or just a thrift store in town in general, it's just really fun to make new clothes out of old clothes, you know, because these jeans probably have a story. So I'm just going to throw the other jeans to the side, and I have a straight razor from Jack's Work. I'm pulling the pocket up because I don't want to cut the pocket, because you want to use your pockets if you use your pockets, and I'm just using the straight razor to cut little slits. And then I ended up switching to the scissors because the straight razor just took a little bit too much time and energy, and I'm just too lazy for that. So I just used the scissors and I just cut different lengths, kind of like parallel to each other, so one on top of the other but different lengths. So maybe a short one, maybe a really long one, and maybe another short one. And then I'm just using the straight razor just to jagged it up. The straight razor is really nice for making like jagged marks and things like that. So that's what I'm doing right now with the straight razor, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the jeans. So now I'm just flipping it to the back side, and I'm going to cut on the back pockets. I just think this is just so cute and just simple and just distressed and like funky. Not simple, I didn't mean to say simple. Why did I say simple? But I just think it's really cute just to have some distressing and some like, you know, some lines and distressing on the back pocket. I am so bad at voiceovers, you guys. I'm just terrible, so bear with me. And then after that, I'm going to move on to the top. The top was $4, and I think I found this at St. Vincent's. I think I found both of these at St. Vincent's. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to lay out one side, and I'm going to cut right where that blue line, that washable blue line is. I'm making sure I cut underneath of a button, because when I hem this, I don't want to run into the button, so to speak. So I'm cutting it kind of like right in the middle of two of the buttons, so that way when I hem, I don't mess up any of the buttons or anything like that. Now I'm going to just fold the other side over and just cut from one side all the way over to the next side, so we can get ready to hem this bad boy up. So to hem this up, I'm using some straight pins. I got these from Michael's as well. You will need some liquid stitch glue if you don't know how to sew. I used to want to be a fashion designer, and my grandma bought me a sewing machine, and I just kind of like moved on to the next thing. You know, I was like 12 years old or something, and I never really learned how to sew. I'm sure if I put my mind to it, I could learn, but it's just not something I want to do. So to take the easy way out, I'm going to use some liquid stitch, and it is amazing. It's not regular glue, but it's just like glue, so it will get messy. You will need to wash your hands afterwards, especially if you're not using gloves. But I'm putting some of that down, then I'm pushing the fabric together, and then I'm using some of those straight pins just to make sure that they stick together. But I really make sure I put that pressure down on it, so that way it's going to stick together. This is water soluble before 30 minutes, so you want to make sure that you use this specific stuff and let it sit for 30 minutes. I actually let it sit while I did my makeup, and even longer than that, before I washed it and everything like that, because I did not want this to get to break apart. So I'm gluing it together, and then I'm making sure I put some more stick pins in it and everything like that, especially where the seams are, like right here where the seam is. I'm going to add a straight pin just to make sure that that really gets like glued together. So now I'm taking the excess fabric. You didn't want to throw that away, I didn't mention it earlier, but the excess fabric, I'm taking that and I'm cutting just a little slither off, because this fabric was a little too wide for what I wanted to use it for. I want to use it for a belt, because I thought that would just make the look cohesive, and it actually really did. Now I'm using some more straight pins. Y'all are gonna be straight pinned out, and I stabbed myself in the thumb, and it was so painful, so be careful. But I'm now bending it over, like kind of like folding it inwards, so that way there's not like a seam, and I'm going through with stick pins and making sure that it all sticks the same. Then I'm going to go back through with the liquid stitch and glue that down, and then I'm going to fold the other end in. And the main reason, like I said, I wanted the look to look like it wasn't thrifted, but it was still thrifted, and it just looked really cool and cute. And I think that this belt was really nice. It was almost too small for me, y'all. Almost too small. It almost didn't go around my waist, so I was a little worried about that when I was putting it through. I'm like, I did not spend 30 minutes putting this together, and I can't fit it. So it ended up working out really nicely. But like I said, I'm going through, sticking it through, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold the other side over. And by folding both sides inwards, you're just making sure that it looks like cohesive, like it looks like a belt, like a little soft belt, and it's not like you don't have any seams or any harsh lines or anything like that. It's all going to be concealed and folded inwards, so it just looks really nice and like you bought it. as I go through and glue this side, I am making sure that I stick like a few pins all the way through, so that way both sides kind of glue together. And the main reason for the pins is just to make sure that it all sticks together, because you know, with glue sometimes it might not get glued in some places, or you know, whatever it may be. But with these pins, it's making sure that it sticks together and it's not going to lift or budge or anything like that. These pins were a genius idea, and I'm so glad I bought them when I was at my goals.
Little did I dream, oh, little did I dream, oh, little did I dream, oh, little did I dream.
You guys, this is the final look. It looked so cute. I was so in love with this look. The jeans I did throw into the washing machine, and they turned out so stinking cute. It just added a nice distressed look, but the top still looked really nice and like casual, cute. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.
Yeah, I know you getting it, but is you spinning it? Give a fuck what a nigga got if he ain't get